the most beautiful girl you've ever seen stood there, with her full attention on you. It can be addictive though. That reaction can be addictive. Not every girl will do that. Some girls will be a little confused. Some girls might be suspicious. Other girls might be a little bit shy. And you have to be ready for that. Don't chase a good reaction. It's so common for intermediate guys to chase a good reaction when the direct opener. So then instead of opening and saying, I think you're absolutely stunning, from a place of just giving a compliment, they're saying, I think you're absolutely stunning. And they're watching for a reaction. They're looking for that big reaction. It's not a genuine compliment anymore, it's a trick. It's a shortcut they're trying to do, some sort of thing to get around the whole thing. Don't fall into that trap. And if you are falling into that trap, one thing I recommend doing, which I initially heard from Zan, was if you see a girl walking by or sitting, and you're in a rush or something like that, go and give the compliment and then leave. Give the compliment and leave. If you're finding your direct openers aren't hitting anymore and you think it could be because it's becoming a little bit run-of-the-mill, go and give a compliment as specific as you can, that makes it more powerful, and leave. I'll give you an example. But after I heard Zan tell me this, I was in a furniture store, was leaving the furniture store at some speed. I had somewhere to be, very important, probably Tesco's. And she said, there was a girl over there with gorgeous, gorgeous hair. And I remembered what he said, and I went over and said to her, excuse me, I was walking out of the store, I'm in a real rush, but your hair looks absolutely stunning. It looks really beautiful. Thank you. Made me feel great. And she said, oh, thank you. She had a very good reaction. And I said, right, I have to go, but goodbye. And I left. Okay. Do that a little bit, and I found that can sometimes get you out of the rut of seeking reaction. But watch out for that, reaction seeking. All right, transitioning to conversation. Now, there's a lot to say about this, and Saul in his day game workshop has loads of stuff about this, which is really, really good. Here's my stuff favorite stuff that I like to try, and I've drawn it from a variety of sources, including Saul, of course. After opening, I like to stack and cycle through the following transition material until I find a topic we're both interested in and can talk naturally about together. Should we say a click topic? Sebastian Drake used to say it's a click topic, something that we just click on. Perhaps we both enjoy traveling, or the movies of a certain director, or something like that. And when you hit that topic, it's good. It's good. I like to play a little bit of the guitar, and whenever I meet someone who plays guitar, it's a click topic immediately. We have so much to talk about. Two guitar players meet, you have difficulty separating them for several hours sometimes. It's a clicking topic. And I cycle through the following two pieces, really. First one, you need to write this down. Statement, question, question, statement. Statement, question, question, statement. I might ask these 3 content mining questions to see if I can find a click topic. Right after my opener, I might say, so what are you doing in London today? So what are you doing in Melrose today? What are you doing wherever we are, in the shopping centre or the city centre today? What are you doing here today? And she'll answer, and then I will give my answer. Yeah, I'm here, I'm meeting a friend earlier, he's flying in from, France, and he's crashing my place. Okay, it's small, but what I'm doing is I'm asking her a question. So what are you up to in London today? And she says, shopping. So I've said question, and now I make a statement. Yeah, I'm just here, meeting my friend later, flying in from France, or whatever it is. Okay, mundane example. I could also reverse it. I could say something like, well, I'll show you in a second. 3 questions I might ask. First of all, what are you doing in X today? Second one, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? What do you do for work? That's always an interesting question to ask. You can uncover some interesting things. Number 3, what do you do for fun? What do you do for fun? You can either deliver these in a question statement form where you ask the question and then you answer your own question afterwards, or you can ask it in a statement question form where you answer your own question and then ask her the question. You might have to rewind that part of the DVD a couple of times. but I said it right. I'm pretty sure I said it right. Now, what this does is it trains you and it requires you to provide content to the interaction. It's so important to provide content. It's so common to go into a conversation with somebody and just ask question after question after question after question, especially if you're a curious person. You know, so what are you doing in London today? Shopping. Oh, what are you shopping for? Shoes. Oh, what kind of shoes? You know, and you rapidly realize this is going absolutely nowhere. You know, or you say, what are you doing for a living? I'm a student. What do you study? Nursing. Oh, really? Where? This particular place. Oh, wow. Do you like it? Yeah. How long have you got left for studying that? Or what do you know? It rapidly descends into a series of questions. You need to interrupt that, break that down by making some statements, providing some content. And one of my favorite ways to make statements is to use soft qualification. Soft qualification. In this one, I'll talk about a character trait I enjoy, explain why I like it, and then ask her if she has it. I'll give you an example. Well, let me lay out the... So, I'll state a preference here for something, and I'll ask her, I'll explain why I like it. Why I like it. And then I'll ask if she has that. So for instance, I might say, you know, I really like to travel. I love people who travel. There's an adventurousness and an open-mindedness about them that I really like. Do you like to travel? I really like to travel. You know, there's an adventurousness and an open-mindedness that I like. Do you like to travel? So I love people who travel. I'm stating a preference. There's an adventurousness and an open-mindedness that I really like. Explaining why I like it. I ask if she has it. Do you like to travel? She says yes, no. And no. At this point, that may be enough for a quick topic. You know, you immediately launch into an interesting discussion about you know, where you've all both traveled, and remember to make statements when that happens. Also, she might just give you a one-word answer, so I'll follow up with something like this. I'll say, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? For instance, I'll interrupt and I'll say my thing first. For instance, I love music. I'd love to go to South America because I love the rhythms there, you know, the rhythms of the music. And I also, you know, love yoga. I'd love to go to India to study in an ashram for 10 years or something like that. It'd be kind of fun. What about you? If you could go anywhere, where would you go? Now, what I'm doing there is I'm opening all these potential conversation topics. South America, dancing or rhythms, music, yoga, India. Yoga could lead to Pilates or anything related to that. Ashrams, religion, Buddhism. There's so many things that I'm opening up there, so that I'm trying to give as much chance as I can for there to be a click topic. So say the girl's a real yoga buff, and I talk about yoga, she'll say, oh, no way, I really like yoga too, and then we're off. Or she might be a dancer or even a musician herself, and she says, oh, really, I love Latin music. What's your favorite kind, or something like that, and we're off into a click topic that we can talk naturally about. All right? But I did it by providing a statement with lots and lots of hooks how to grab onto, and I like this format too. And the other reason why I like this format is because the degree to which she answers or invests in her answer to this question is a pretty good gauge as to how into the conversation she is. So if I say to her, here's another example of a soft qualifier, I really love creative people. I like to surround myself with creative people. There's a spontaneity and an open-mindedness that they have that I really like. What do you do for fun? Now, oftentimes a girl will say, well, I used to paint. You know, I used to paint. Or I used to play piano, but I gave it up. That's not what I asked. What I asked was, what do you do for fun? But I can tell by the way she's answering that she wants to match this. She wants to match what I've stated as a good thing. Just like a normal qualification, I'm creating an opportunity for her to display her personality, and I'm saying what I like about things. So she tries to meet that expectation and invest into the answer. Well, I know that, okay, things are going quite well. Equally, if she said something like, you know, I like to go out, okay. Not a lot of attraction there yet. Maybe I need to make some more statements or just change tack a little bit to a different topic.